Tomorrow night, PBS will air an hour-long special report from our NewsHour team. The Plastic Problem examines how our global dependency on plastic has created one of the biggest environmental threats to our planet. Amna Nawaz hosts the hour, and she joins me here now. So, Amna, hello. This was an enormous undertaking. You all spent, what, a year working on this? Tell us a little bit about what's in it.
That's right. I was part of this reporting team from the NewsHour, along with John Yang, Paul Salmon, and Jeffrey Brown. And we were led by our producer, Lorna Baldwin. Over the last year, we have dug into more of our reporting from the series last year, expanded that reporting across the globe, and we wanted to try to understand how this one material that we all rely on so much every day is now irreversibly hurting our planet in ways most of us don't even understand. Most people don't know. In the 70 years plastic has been around, we've made 9 billion tons of that, and that most of that is still around in some form. In fact, we should point out some of the images people may see in this documentary are a little disturbing, and we found in some places the plastic is ending up in places we don't expect it to. Take a look at this.
Oh my God.
In 2015, a marine biologist's video went viral, documenting the painful process as she removed a plastic straw stuck in a sea turtle's nose.
Oh, man.
In the Philippines, a whale washed ashore in 2019 with nearly 90 pounds of plastic in its stomach. Seals are getting caught in fishing nets made out of plastic. They're called ghost nets, abandoned by the fishing industry, and an estimated 640,000 tons of them are floating in the ocean. That's 10% of all known ocean plastic. Judy, we should point out experts now believe that by the year 2050, there will be more plastic than fish in the oceans.
Oh my gosh, that's hard to comprehend. So it does sound as if we're just now coming to an understanding of how serious the problem is. What did you learn about that?
Yeah, we really tried to approach this from every angle, not just looking at the history of how we got here and why the problem is so big, but also looking at how the people who make the plastic, the people who package everything up to sell it to us, how they see the problem. So we went to two of the biggest producers in the world. We went to Coca-Cola and to Unilever, and we asked them what they're doing to help fix this problem they helped to create. We also looked at the role recycling plays. You know, a lot of people think that they roll the blue bins out to the curb at the end of the week and that's it. We followed that trail of recyclable goods thousands of miles to see where that plastic is ending up. We talked to scientists who were looking at the fish that eat the plastic to ask now, are humans eating plastic because we eat the fish? And then we also talked to the innovators, the people who are taking on new and creative approaches to try to address this problem. And Judy, in some of those approaches actually surprise a lot of people.
Well, and in fact, you talk to a lot of people and they say they want to know what can be done about it and what can I, as an individual, do about it.
That's right. I'm sure a lot of people have heard about campaigns to end plastic straw use or bans on plastic bags. We actually went to some cities and communities where those are in place to see what has actually been the impact. Does it make a difference at all? Look, it took every part of society to get us where we are, to make the problem as big as it is today. So despite our efforts to reuse and reduce, we're not yet making a dent. We use and make more plastic today than we ever have before. But experts say, look, if you want to make a difference today, start small and scale up. And we actually visited with one family in Canada who's trying to do just that. Take a look. So all reusable cups now.
All reusable cups.
A cloth coffee filter?
Yes, and we get our coffees in a jar. Reusable snack bags.
Okay.
We've got silicone.
What do you replace this with?
We are replacing it with beeswax wraps. It covers the food so that it doesn't dry out.
How on earth do you get rid of plastic in your bathroom?
Yeah, and we're using a toothpaste in a jar.
And it's a glass jar,
And
right?
it's a glass
you can
jar.
wash it out, reuse it.
We've got hand soap. So now, instead of the plastic pumps, we've got a glass jar.
So you've made little changes everywhere you can.
Little changes, yes.
Yeah. And Judy, that's what people say will make a difference right now if you want to try something. Lots of little changes. I actually tried this, testing out my own grocery shop. It's not as hard as it looks, but especially to keep in mind if folks go out Thanksgiving shopping, you can start to make little changes today.
It does look challenging, though, to remember to do those little things.
That's right.
Make a difference. All right, the program, The Plastic Problem, airs tomorrow night on PBS. It's at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Thank you, Amna.
Thanks, Judy.